Back. There's a serious shortage of life-saving cancer-fighting drugs.
Most cancer centers across our country say they're dealing with it, but our Fox Medical Team reporter Beth Galvin is live now with some encouraging news. Beth, where do things stand right now?
Hey, good morning, Melissa and Sally. So right now, about 15 drugs that are used to fight cancer are running in short supply. And this has been an ongoing issue really for years, but we've had a particularly rough year in the past year. Recently, this poll of members of the National Comprehensive Cancer Network hospitals polled said that, they were running, 86% said they were running low or running out of at least one cancer-fighting medication. That's actually down, a slight improvement from the same poll. The same group of hospitals said in the early spring in June, 93% of them saying that they were running low on at least one of these critical medications.
Is affecting cancer patients. I'm just wondering if they're having to actually tweak the patient's treatment plans.
So from what we've heard from the survey, they are not. That the centers are saying that they are basically able to hold on and continue to treat cancer patients to the best of their abilities and not having to cut back on or delay critical care for patients. But what they are having to do is a lot of swimming underneath the surface, trying to make ends meet and trying to deal with supply shortages. And we're talking about medications that are really key and part of a lot of people's treatment. So they're platinum-based medications like carboplatin, cisplatin, methotrexate is another medication, and they're used to treat about 10 to 20% of cancers. So everything from breast cancer to testicular cancer to head and neck cancers, a lot of common gynecologic cancers, patients receive these medications. So, and this is also affecting, Melissa and Sally, clinical trials, because there are many clinical trials that are looking at least in part, using these medications as part of experimental treatments. And so those are where we're really sort of seeing an impact, with researchers saying we're not sure we're going to be able to move forward with our research because we're not sure that we're going to have enough supply of these critical drugs.
Oh, and those delays can really affect people. How long do you think this shortage could last? What are you hearing, Beth?
So we're seeing a little bit of improvement in drugs like cisplatin. The supply is catching up, but the manufacturing problems are continuing. The FDA is talking to companies in China, companies in India, to see if they might be able to help and import some of these medications until the supply can catch up. But right now, it's looking at we're still pretty deep in the shortage. It's not likely to get significantly better anytime soon.
And I just think about, all the people this affects besides just cancer patients, like with methotrexate, they also use it to treat things like lupus and arthritis. So I'm sure that everyone's a little bit fearful, but it does sound like you have a little bit of hope to share with us, right?
Yeah, and I think that, cancer patients, cancer centers rather say they really are hanging on and doing what they can.
That's good to know, Beth. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next.